Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line. Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Complete to number 6.
So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route order.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
An offensive line play is not something that comes to mind readily, but it's always a big key in a ball game. And already these guys, they're getting it done up front. As we've seen this rushing attack have some early success.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 3.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
54.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and 11.
I'm going to
run you.
37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Wilson's pass.
My bad, guys. My bad, guys.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
SOS.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Mike 4. So we're going to 53. Check.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Check. Watch 54.
Here's Pollard, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. It's my bad, but let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All day, every day.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go. Drive on.
We're going to 54. Why?
Check 4. Watch the safety cream.
What do you think?
Prescott firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This time, the extra point up and good. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Let's get this.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Prescott now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Short throw to Disley. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So we have come to halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have the playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. and anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 99.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possession.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Cowboys, they push on in front further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Mike's 56.
Here we go, 46. I got him. 26.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
That's it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Who that?
26.
Watch the whip.
26.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56 to Mike. 56.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift.
Hey, kill. Here we go. Go to 54, go to 50, 26.
Play action now. Prescott forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw again is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Here we go.
On first down, Wilson. Short throw to Disley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Here we go.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Cowboys, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.